Oh, come on now. That's not what you deserve. And let's see how he does on this hole. Okay, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. He's sitting right in the beach. Let's see how he can make his escape. All right, he's gotten out of the beach. Pretty good distance on it, too. Okay, setting up here with an elevated green ahead. And we're going right of the pin. Well, unfortunately, that's a missed green. Okay, this one's around 90 yards out. All right, let's see what he can do from the greenside bunker. Setting up with a sandy old lie. All right, let's see if he can do this. He needs it to save par. Oh, sliding by. Just 4 feet left on this one. All right, this putt for his bogey. And the putt goes down. And here we go with the par 4 14th hole. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. This one's fairway bound. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th. He's got 110 yards to go here. Let's see what happens. This putt is insanely long. It's stressful just watching him set this up, really. And I think this one's breaking to the left. And that's not a bad effort. And as he sets this one up, I don't know what he's doing, but he's got a very long putt to deal with here. Yeah, I think this putt's going to break to the right. I think he's on the right track here. Right by. Here comes a 3-footer. Okay, well putt. Now let's move on. And that hole will be halved. Okay, here we go with the 15th hole. We got a par 4 on this one. This tee shot should play. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. Good shot. And from here, he's looking at around 195 yards to the pin. All right, let's see what he does here. He's got a long putt ahead of him, but let's see how he deals with it. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Okay, your teammate left us on the green. Now let's put this one home for birdie. This one looks like it starts off straight, then goes a bit to the left. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. Let's see what he does here. He's putting for par. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And that putt will drop. And that hole will be halved. Okay, 16th hole now, and we got a par 3. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Going with a 5-wood on this one. Well, this approach is leaning a bit to the right. Okay, let's see if we can convert this birdie your teammate left us with. This one's going hard to the right. Yeah, from that distance, that's going to work. And if he sinks this next putt, it's going to go dormy. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. And he gets it to drop, and that's his birdie. We got a par 4 here on the 17th. Ooh, this could be a little troublesome. Needs to hold on to that fairway. All right, that one just barely made its way into that first cut. Okay, let's send it. Bit of an awkward swing. Oh, that's yeah, that's out of bounds. All right, this is his third shot. there, and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. Let me tell you, things are fixing to get fun right now. Not a full round on slate today, just doing the front nine of this one. All right, let's get this going.
Swing for the moon! Any moment now, sweetheart.
Let's see if we can get back to all square on the second hole. We'll just forget about the first, okay? All right, we got a par 5 here on the second hole. All right, let's send this ball away. Well, something went amiss. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. This one's going to get sandy. Let's see what he'll do here. He's got about 225 to go. This is their 3-iron. Careful of this one. Fairway bunker. Not sure what's going to happen here. Well, at least you're on the green. You're not in that beach. Okay, here we go. This is what he has left over for the bird. I think this one's moving to the right. This one's 7 feet away. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. This one's a par 4 here on the third. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Ooh, caught the downslope. This is going to have legs. And he will hit from the rough. And here's your second shot here on the third. That's safe. And hopefully he can deal with a little sand shot here. And this is his attempt at birdie. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh my! This putt's around 5 feet away. All right, let's sink this one for par. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And here we go. Par 4, fourth hole. Let's go. Ooh, this could chase out, hitting that downslope. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. I've seen you swing. I've seen you swing better. Well, let's see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. I think this is short from the sand. We are in the deep stuff here. Yeah, you definitely didn't hit the sweet spot with that one. Well, looks like you're a bit off on that approach. This shot's about 75.
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome back to our coverage of the Players' Championship. The final round starts right now. Good to be with you today. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy are down on the course. Rich, there's a lot of money on the line this week. It's the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass. Take me through this course.
Yeah, and none of the players will actually admit that they're going to be a little nervous about that money, but I promise they are. It's just a different golf course. There's no shot that really fits your eye. You have a tee box pointing one direction, a landing area that's a different direction, and a green that sits even more cattywampus than that. It's a golf course you have to have a lot of imagination at and not be afraid to hit the big bender and pull off some of the funkier shots, because you're going to be presented with them quite a few times around here. It's a goofy golf course that linear golfers such as PGA Tour players don't necessarily like.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. This is a big one coming up to save par. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Driver not necessarily required here, because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par fives on this layout.
This from about 210 yards. That's what you're trying to do with a chip shot. Just bring par back in play. A tap in left for birdie. And a good job there as he moves to 1 under for the championship. We've made our way to a par 3.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back, and anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
All right, we can work with that. 16 feet away.
This for a birdie run.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Yeah, I've got it going right to left here, I think.
Did not hit it. And a tap in left for par. On the tee on the 4th hole.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie. Will it? Will it?
Oh my, almost in. And just to clean up this birdie. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1.
All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one's headed right, Rich. Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Looks like he's got about 32 feet to the cup.
Starting this one way out to the right. Let's see if it turns.
3 feet to go here to the hole. And the par just slides by. Unfortunate bogey coming up. And sadly, that'll just be a bogey here. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Handy effort, that one. This one might need to get down a little. Oh, well played. Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Pretty sure it's going to take quite a dive to the right here.
And that came out with some heat on it. A par putt awaits. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Teeing off here on the 7th.
Par 4, 451 yards. All sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green. 2-putt and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
Not a bad result right there. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Those shots all day have been working. Another one hits the green.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
This putt from 6 feet away. He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. That nearly went in. Let's see if the player can make this putt for par. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left to righter.
Putt is underway.
We've made our way to a par 5. Oh, flex on that drive.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Henny is greenside.
He's paced it, he's read it. It's time. Little 27-footer.
Come on. This putt from 5 feet. And it drops. That's the 4th birdie of the day. We begin the second 9 with a par 4. This tee shot is looking good so far. Okay, we've got about a 140-yard shot here. 3 shots behind the lead. Amazing approach into the 10th and a birdie putt on the way. This one from 4 feet away.
Looking for another birdie here.
Another birdie on the scorecard. That's number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And now left with this putt to move into a tie for 8th. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
This is a good chance. Gets it to go down. Wow, what a save.
Well, that was a fantastic effort getting it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
He's in a share of 8th place in this event.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
If he can hold this, he'll move inside the top 5. Just one off the lead after that hole. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Was that a rush of blood? And this putt to move into a share of first. And the par putt just slides by there. That's disappointing. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Plenty of trouble around this golf course. The 14th, the par 4, represents a number of that.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. That's disappointing. A par putt on the table. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
Wondering if it was nerves that came into the equation there, being just one off the lead.
He finds himself in a share of 8th.
And now teeing off on this par 4.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Time for the second shot here at 15.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot.
Trying to get to 6 under with this putt. Down to Henny.
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Oh, that birdie would have been a big boost to the card. And just a tap in left for par.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard, and he is currently in a tie for 8th.
Teeing off now on this par 5.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
just love watching those pitch shots around the green. Well played. He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole. Let's go over to 17, the par 3.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Now this putt for birdie. Okay, moving on to the next.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
A good result there as he is now 7 under par. We've hit the 18th hole. It's a par 4.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
Not a bad shot right there. This would be an incredible way to close out the round with the clubhouse lead. I'm not sure what he saw on that one. A putt away from 65. Ooh, gonna drop at least one here. And just a short one left for bogey. His round is in the books, 1 stroke off the lead, currently in second place, and now he'll keep a close eye on that leader finishing up. As you take a look at the final leaderboard, our player finishes 3 shots back.
Just needed to be a little bit sharper with the irons this week. Overall, they were good, but it was less than spectacular in spots. It's something they're going to need to go back and work on before the next event if they want to finish any better. However, finishing just 3 strokes back, that's got to give them a lot of confidence, a lot of belief in their game at the moment.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.